Hello, thank you for tuning in to my channel. Today I'm doing a product review. Hot Flush Niacin. Not the flush free type, but the type that gives you that hot flush, also known as the Red Dragon. Heats up the skin, the blood, wherever you feel it in the body, you need it the most. It's cleansing the most. I have a relative who suffered from paranoid schizophrenia for over 30 years. Amazing athlete, football player, basketball player, baseball player, extremely fast runner, very strong. He developed schizophrenia in college. It's very common that people develop schizophrenia in college for a few reasons. One, that temporary state of mind that causes those irrational thoughts. It's caused from a bacteria called Toxoplasmosis gondii. Toxoplasmosa or toxoplasmosis. And it's primarily found in raw meat that's dirty, it's not clean, cat feces, birds. It can also be inherited from the parents. So over time, environmental factors and choices can either cleanse it out of the system or support the growth of it. Another bacteria that is linked to mental health is Candida. Gut and mental health are directly connected. So you have to maintain a clean stomach, a clean gut, and all those tubes connect throughout the body. They're meant to process air and light, carrying minerals and communication of cells, proper flow. It's our responsibility to maintain that proper flow, to maintain that internal light, to be able to activate that steam machine and sweat to cleanse the system, to create that gas and energy exchange through the pores and through the holes of our body. My brother my relative who suffered for over 30 years in and out of mental hospitals, jail, doctor's offices, constantly changing medications, experimental treatments that they really didn't have long-term studies, but they were able to get approval for its use and its recommendation. He suffered for a long time. And the impact that has on the family, the community. It's important to share this knowledge. The first time all his hallucinations and symptoms stopped is when he took niacin and he experienced his first hot flush. It's important to research. Now, I'm not a licensed medical professional or a doctor. But I have completed 20 years of research. I wrote a book called Breaking Bedlam Schizophrenia, created a website, breakingbedlamschizophrenia.blogspot.com. I can't legally offer medical advice, any cures or any treatments. So this conversation is to help initiate research, thought, awareness, to improve the medical standards, policies, and protocols that are in place. A lot of the medical books were last updated and approved of in the 70s. The information's out there, it's always been out there in the books, and now it's easier to share the message with the internet. So maintain that inner light. Maintain that purity. Purity is truth. It allows for alignment, harmonized vibes. Ignorance causes lies, suffering, complications, doubt, fear. So I'm sharing this knowledge of niacin, the hot flush kind of niacin. It warms the blood up, it warms the skin. Some people experience hives or rashes, sweating. You want to feel that, that means it's working. It's like sitting on the beach in the sunshine, it's a good feeling. It's how you feel after an intense workout. You work it out. You sort things properly. You create alignment. You allow for that flow, that internal flow of light. You let the light come in through your eyes. You allow the light to come into your body, to open up the pathways of your tubes, to allow for the communication of cells, to heal the nervous system, to cleanse the body. Creates that feeling you have after playing outside on a hot summer day, after you get a nice suntan. This brand is Solgar Niacin, 500 milligrams. The more toxins in your system, the more of adverse reaction you'll feel, the more intense it will feel, the flush. That means it's working. Research Abram Hoffer. Research Toxoplasmosis gondii. Research Candida and the link between gut health and mental health. Another contributing factor is head trauma. It could be from football, boxing, another contributing factor are alloy metals in the system. Interfering with the nervous system, the GI tract, the communication. You want to avoid that static energy. You want to avoid disruption of communication. You want to avoid interference of flow between the small and large tubes. When you take hot flush niacin, you're going to feel it primarily in your brain, in your head, in your face, in your neck. That's because those are some of the most important tubes in our body. The most important connecting tubes to our senses, our smell, our vision, our hearing, our voice, our mind. Small to large, the tubes connect and they have to remain clean and clear. A lot of people receive dental fillings made of alloy metals when they're in elementary school, middle school. And by the time the body starts to break them down and metabolize them, they're in college. A lot of people are exposed to bacteria in college from experimenting with dating around, experimenting with different diets, traveling around the world. Some people will never experience symptoms and they'll live with that bacteria in their body because they weren't prone to it. They don't have an overload of it. Or they don't have a combination of all the contributing factors. A loss of love, a lack of trust, a lack of confidence, head trauma, alloy metal implants, alloy metal dental fillings, sensitivity to high EMF levels, meaning high electric magnetic fields, such as the evolution of 3G to 4G to 5G, Wi-Fi signals bouncing around. Everybody has a unique genius, a unique superpower. Allow yourself to cleanse and maintain your purity, your truth, so you can be yourself without any interference or distraction. The ignorance of truth, the ignorance of purity yields suffering. It yields lies. It creates fear, it creates doubt, it creates complication. By improving the health of your mind and body, you're improving the health of your family, your community, your state, your country, your leaders. And with better health comes better choices. Everything and everyone's connected. Research hot flush niacin, it helps. I hope this video reaches those who need it most. Anyone suffering from schizophrenia, paranoid thoughts, bipolar, manic depression. Research Abram Hoffer hot flush niacin, removing alloy metals, removing candida, removing toxoplasmosis gondii. Maintain the purity, maintain the truth. Thanks for tuning in. Have a look at the book Breaking Bedlam Schizophrenia. Have a look at the website Breaking Bedlam Schizophrenia .blogspot.com. Alright, that's all I have to say on that topic. Thanks for tuning in. Keep yourself finely tuned.